Hey everybody, quick update on the DenSureFit issue with the primer. So I called them after I got my first shipment last week, and the primer bottle was empty. I mean, I scraped the bottle up a little bit with the applicator that they sent, which was enough to line just a little tiny bit. I mean, there was really nothing in there. So they were kind enough to send me another kit free, which was really, really nice of them. And I just got it in the mail, and it was another full box, just like this. And it came with 2 vials, plus an extra one, a third one, just for the initial purchase. And that came with my first one as well. So I have a ton of this silicone now, which was really, really cool. It came with 2 applicators, and then here is the primer. So the primer that I got had just kind of a drop in it. It really didn't have very much in it. And then, so this is the standard amount that you get. What I want to tell you is that if you put, it tells you to saturate the applicator. That primer, for one, evaporates really fast. So when you use it, you want to open it up and just put just the little tip of this in there, and then quickly pull it out, because it sucks it up really fast. So you don't want to put the whole applicator in there and soak it, because it'll soak it all up. And then if you leave the cap open, it'll evaporate. So you want to make sure that you do it pretty quickly, and don't put the entire applicator in there, because you'll use it all. And make sure to close it up pretty tightly right after you do that, before you apply it to your dentures, so that you save enough of it. But I was really happy with their customer service, really happy with the way that they took care of that problem. And I'll do another video on the application process. But I just want to say that I'm super duper happy with their customer service. I'm really happy with the way that they handled it, and their communication afterwards. I emailed them within 24 hours. I had a phone call, and I missed the phone call, but he called me back later. So that was really, really good. It showed persistence, and my conversation was pretty lengthy with him about trying different products with the DenSureFit, just kind of some trial and error. Gave me some good tips about doing the bottoms, because their box says that it's for uppers, but they do have a process for doing for a comfort fit on the bottom, because it's more for creating good suction on your top dentures. It's more for suction, but they do have a process for doing them on the bottoms, just for comfort, to get some extra cushion in there, but it's not to create more suction like they do advertise for the uppers. So they are acknowledging that they do have a procedure for doing the bottom, which is really, really great. So I'm super happy about that, and I'm really glad that they kind of took the extra step, went the extra mile. Their product is a little bit pricey, but I would really highly recommend it to people. Like I said in my previous video, if you're like me and you're only a few weeks out, or your gums are still healing and you have open sockets, think about that before you do it, because you're going to need to have something to sand down those little nubs inside, because when you put the silicone on and then it gets in there and you squish it, well, it goes into your sockets, and so you have little nubs of silicone on the inside of your trough. So you need to make sure to have some sort of Dremel tool or something. Tweezers don't work, scissors don't work. The only way that you could possibly get it done without a little Dremel tool is maybe something hot. You know, like they use at the dentist to cut off, you know, little extras and things like that. But what I found is that little Dremel that I have, that sander for nails, is perfect. It doesn't hurt the dentures, it doesn't mess with the silicone, it just sands down those little nubs really easily and makes it comfortable. So make sure that you think about that if you're in the healing process like me, so that your gums have room. Someone who's extended out past a year, things like that, that doesn't have to worry about it, it's not a problem. But having one of those little sanders is easy to make little adjustments with. So it is pretty nice. If I find out exactly where you can find it, I know that I've seen them on Amazon and at Target and things like that. I just, I'm not 100% sure. It comes in this little case thing that's got a bunch of different tip sizes on it, but it's made for doing nails and not home projects. So anyway, loving the DenSureFit customer service, loving that they sent a whole new kit. I was really happy about that. They sent it on Wednesday. Today is Saturday. It came from Las Vegas. I live in Washington State, so that wasn't bad at all. So thank you, DenSureFit, for making that right and taking care of it for me. And I'll do another video on the application when I can figure out how to get this stuff off. Anyway, have a great Saturday.